I'm the a-hole for blocking my whole family on my mother's side after my wedding and not talking to them even when they still try to contact me. I, 28 female, got married 2 years ago and moved to a different country just 2 weeks after. Since then, I have never spoken to any of my aunts, uncles, or cousins from my mom's side. For background, my mom's entire family lives in the same town as us. Growing up, we were very close. I used to live in another city for my studies, but whenever I came home, it was always dinners, meetups, staying over at each other's houses, and going on trips. They felt like my people. I was very close with all of them, especially my cousins. The issues started 1 year before my wedding, when I got engaged to my longtime boyfriend. In our culture, love marriages are not common. In fact, I am the first one in my family to have a love marriage. Luckily, my parents were supportive and open about it. Since my boyfriend and his family lived in the same area, my parents already knew him, and they were happy with our relationship. During my engagement party, one of my uncles, my mom's sister's husband, made a horrible comment about me. First, they came really late to the party and didn't talk to any of us. Then he said it in front of other family members, "If my daughter was effing around with a boy and then came asking for a marriage, I would be ashamed." Not celebrating their engagement. We didn't even know this happened because we were busy enjoying the party. But the next day, my mom's older sister called her to tell her everything he said. She also told my mom that she should call him and apologize because he felt disrespected that no one asked him for his permission if I can marry my boyfriend or not, since he's an elder. He's the type of person you can't stand to see anyone happy. At every celebration, birthdays, weddings, even religious events, he somehow finds a way to make it about himself and create drama. But we still never expected this level of hatred, especially towards me. He used to call me his own daughter and loved me growing up. When my mom found out, she was furious at all of these family members for not standing up for me. Even worse, the rest of the family kept saying, "That's how he is. Don't take it to heart," like they always do. But this time, my mom stood up for me. She called her sister, his wife, and said clearly how disgusting his behavior was, and that if this was what he thinks about me, then he should never come to our house or talk to us again. After that, the entire family started pressuring us to apologize to him. They said, "If he won't come to the wedding, we can't either, out of respect." They kept saying that we should be the bigger person. But my parents were not ready to give in. We thought it was one of those regular dramas that he does every few months and maybe things would calm down eventually. But no, that issue became the reason that we were slowly cut off from the whole family. I'm talking about 6 aunts and uncles and 17 cousins that I was once really, really close to. The pressure from my family continued for 2 to 3 months. Then, 10 months before the wedding, my mom's brother passed away. He was a heavy drinker and had been very sick for a long time. It was really sad. After his passing, we all met again for the funeral and rituals. It was the first time the whole family came together after the fight. Everyone was acting nice and normal. We thought maybe the grief had healed the differences and brought us back together. Normally, we would have canceled the wedding after passing in the family, especially since it was so close. But since I was moving abroad just 2 weeks after the wedding, and in our culture we can't live together before the marriage, it wasn't an option to postpone. To honor the loss in the family, we decided to cancel all celebrations. No music, no dancing, no functions. Just a simple temple ceremony with close family. My parents and in-laws agreed. We just wanted to make it a formality. But when we informed the extended family, they lost it again. This time, they weren't upset because of the grief. They were demanding that we cancel the wedding entirely, at least for 2 more years. They didn't want to understand our situation at all. It didn't matter that I was leaving the country. It didn't matter that we were still grieving. They just wanted control. I had a breakdown. I told my parents, "I don't even want a wedding anymore. Let's just get married at the temple with just the people who love us. I'm done trying to please anyone else." My parents didn't like it, but they understood. We also planned to come back a year later to celebrate properly when my sister got married, so that gave us some hope. Before we informed them about this, one of my aunts, who doesn't usually get involved in drama, told us the real reason behind all of this. It was not my wedding or my uncle's passing or any disrespect. The truth was jealousy.